Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason put in 7 2/3 against the Los Angeles Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. Gave up 6 hits and a walk, but no runs, and collected 7 strikeouts in a game that he ultimately won. So let's get back out here and get some more, huh? Okay, bullpen day. Slider control and walks per 9. Yeah, probably something I ought to do at some point. Eventually, you know. Ish. And honestly, I really got nothing better to do right now, so let's get it. Get that Showtime slider working. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, sure. I get the feeling that I'm not going to get anything out of it, but I'll give it a try. Well, I got robbed. Yeah. I got stat ups, so that's not nothing. So let's keep going. So let's get back out here and take a game against the San Francisco Giants. But first we gotta beef with some of these guys. Let's get with Vincent O, young rookie dude who's in the running for the batting title this year. And great baseball lately. Whether we win or lose today, I don't expect that to change. Glad you're feeling good, but he's confident that hot streak is coming to an end. We'll see, Vincent. We got this. Just you wait. And that will bring us up against the San Francisco Giants in Chase Field. Now, Jason has faced off against the Giants a grand total of 11 times in 9 starts. He has a 5-2 record against them, a 2.23 ERA, and a 3.13 WOBA. So not bad results, but we'd like to do better, obviously. So we just got to get back out here and get it.
As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jason Parham is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Leading up
Stepping up now, Randy Guillen. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Yeah, we've seen most of these Giants before.
Come on, buddy.
First pitch on its way.
Twitches at one, but that's a called strike somehow.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5
Timing's a little off right now. Taps that 2-seamer, and that's strike 2.
This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Try a 2-seamer down.
Bouncer up the middle.
Jack Reinheimer ranges over to get it, and that should be the first out.
Nice play for the out.
I think it's kind of a relief day today. I saw a lot of players out here who were subbing for the regulars.
Joe Panik is someone I'm excited to see. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400, and when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
So striding in, Joe Panik, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Okay, let's get it. Jason back out here with those teal New Balances.
A ball and no strikes.
A bold-fashioned statement, but I can't stop him.
Right, let's go, kid.
Well, I mean, I guess I could, but I keep forgetting to change his wardrobe.
In this one, behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into
There
a
we
pattern
go, get some better
where he's
timing going.
A little bit too much on that outside
Get
corner.
the credit for that one, even though it's a bit borderline.
That outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Try another one. Another good timed ball.
Swinging a looper to left.
Bloops it, left field.
Forward, he makes the running play. 2 down.
And that is Michael Conforto out there in left today. So both Reese and Bryce are getting the day off. Hoskins and Harper.
First with nobody on.
That'll bring up Vincent O, the young feller. As I said, in the contention for the NL batting title this year. But he just pops that first one over to the first baseman. Morris Lamb's got it, and that will end the inning.
Giants are down 1-2-3. It's the Giants nothing. Diamondbacks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
And Jason will be brought up to bat in the bottom of the first, which is always a good sign. Chris Stratton, pitcher for the Giants, is getting a little bit blown up here in the first.
First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through.
Taking a whack at one a little bit early.
The Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game.
And even Jason is going to get in there and get a base hit. And an RBI too from the looks of things. So Jason adds on, and it's now a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the first with 2 away.
As a pitcher, you never want to see the pitching coach make that walk, but you never, ever want to see him make that walk in the first inning. His message, get going. We need you to eat some innings.
I'm guessing we're not going to be hurt too much by the lack of Reese and Bryce, and in fact, not even an inning into the game, and his starter is done. Chris Stratton eats 2/3 of an inning before getting subbed out. There must be something wrong with him today. Physically, I mean, rather than professionally. That'll bring out former Blue Jay Marcus Stroman out here. Not sure if they're doing the opener strategy or what, but whatever they're trying didn't work so well. And that brings Jason out here standing on first with 2 away in the bottom of the first. And a nice flip from the shortstop will get him, and that will end the inning. Chad Pinder and Marcus Stroman finally stop the bleeding, and that'll be the end of the first.
Hey, we got nobody, no one down here.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Directly at Jock Peterson, outfield, and that'll be out number 1.
Makes the play, 1 out.
All right, here's the
I was going to say, going into today, that Jason is sitting at 991 strikeouts in his major league career, so he only needs 9 more. I'm guessing we're not going to get it today because he's getting a lot of early outs from swings and ground outs, fly outs. So far, at least. We'll see how he does later on.
He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And he gets
It's first pitch strike on that guy. Chris Smallwood.
You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
95 miles an hour with the fastball, the 2-seamer. Cutter at 93.
1 out, nobody on.
And 2-1 count now. 2-seamer stayed inside. Try a curveball here. Hope we don't hang it too much. Taps it, and that's a 2-2 count. Change up away is the call now from Cam Gallagher. I didn't note earlier, we do have the usual suspects on the infield. Morris Lamb, Jaime Gutierrez, Jack Reinheimer, and Mark Madsen. outfield is, who is it? It's Maurice Ruiz in right. We got Michael Conforto in left, Jock Peterson in center. Oh, beg your pardon. Cam Gallagher behind the dish, and as always, on the bump, Mr. Jason Parham.
The 2-2 one more time.
Swing and a miss. Well, there's strikeout number 1. So that's 992 so far, and 8 left to go.
And that brings up Chad.
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him.
Swing and a miss on that 12-6 on the corner, and that's strike 1. Try the 2-seamer inside, fouls it early on it.
Foul for strike 2.
Come on, big guy.
And we'll give him that Showtime slider down and away. Let's get it.
And
Well, he got that one. He was still early on it, so how about another curveball?
The next 0-2. And he'll
Oop,
try and
bounced that
with
one.
one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to
All right,
lay
two-seamer
off.
up and
There's a
in.
reason it's such a common pitch in that
Ooh,
offense.
just
Very
off the
well deserved
plate.
on it there.
The count now at 2-2.
How about a curveball outside corner? Grounded up the middle, but Jack Reinheimer's got it, and that will end the inning.
In time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
And let's see if the D-backs can add anything on in their half of the second.
Leading off the inning, Dalton Pompey, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, Marcus Stroman does his job and keeps them scoreless in the top of the bottom of the third, bottom of the second. Shoot.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now.
I think that sneeze might have rattled loose something more than a little bit of snot. Change up, left field. Maurice Ruiz dives for it but can't get it, and Dalton Pompey gets himself a ground rule double off the first pitch of the inning. Hung a changeup, and he got on it. So that'll bring up Darryl Gordon.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Not to be confused with D. Gordon. I'm pretty sure D. Gordon is either retired or, just in a place where I don't see him anymore. Swing and a miss on the cutter. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Try a ground out here.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Here comes the 0-2
Come get it.
pitch.
Not so much.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Taps the changeup inside.
Good job to get the bat on that one. Pompey leads off second with nobody out.
Try to slider down and away. Swings and misses way out in front of that one, and it is out number 1.
Making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that will bring up Marcus Stroman, who oddly enough is batting .333 here. So he's hitting better than some hitting better than some actual fielders out there, but I'm guessing that's a small sample size. First pitch pop out, 2 outs here, and then I'll bring up Randy Guillen once more.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
So tried to get him to strike out while we're ahead in the count.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Strike 1.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, 2 out.
Strike 2.
Ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again.
Pops out. It's not a strikeout, but hell, we get out of the third with nothing. Nothing scored.
One left for San Francisco. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Hey, we got no out.
Digging in for his second at bat.
And that'll bring Joe Panic back up.
Joe.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep
Crushed that changeup, but it is going to drift foul. Hung it a little bit. Might want to think about using some other pitches today. That changeup might need to be a little bit more sparingly executed.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go.
Into the windup.
Try a cutter up and in. Saw him off. Swing and a miss, actually.
Swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Way early on that one. Try a curveball now. Taps that one into Cam Gallagher's business. Calls for one even lower now. Ooh, just about hit the zone with that one. How about a cutter inside? That sawed him off, but in fact that's just a foul ball. He was late on it, so how about we go up and away? Going for the strikeout. Well, that's not going to help.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
All right, let's try another changeup.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
All right, late on that one.
Now another 2-2.
How are your hands feeling? You want another one?
Good take there to lay off the high.
Well, this is turning into another one of those big battles.
Want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have.
Joe Panic's a patient hitter.
Sometimes in these
Wait for one that he likes and goes for it. Cam Gallagher didn't get it. So he legs out that infield single.
Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are
just about runs straight into Jason.
I don't care what it looks like. You are getting it down the right field.
Standing in now, Vincent.
Right.
As he'll take a
Cutter for strike one.
That time it's 0-1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up.
Pulls the changeup, or pulls the fastball rather, very early on it. So let's give him the changeup low and away. If he hits it, hopefully he only hits it into a double play. I mean, I would rather he not hit it at all if all he's going to do is foul it off, but... Curveball? No swing.
Deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Hey, square one up. One time.
Misses.
Changeup right where I wanted it, but it didn't hit the zone.
Batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Another try at 2-2.
Well, they're making Jason work today, but that's strikeout number 3. That'll put him at 995, no, 994.
But it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take
994 on the year.
Won this season, and as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. First pitch of
Travis Shaw now.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, get your pitch right up there.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point.
Cutter inside, taps it down. Strike 2.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
And watches strike 3. Have a seat and get comfortable.
That's back-to-back strikeouts.
That's 995 now.
Able to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Watches the changeup, strike one.
Good pitch. He's coming to you.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point.
Strike
Fastball
two.
called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches.
Strike him
taken for
out.
strikes. Puts
Let's get
himself
it.
in a bad spot.
Hey,
0-2.
let her rip
Let's see
right
if he
here.
can battle back in this AB.
Fouled off.
Taps the two-seamer away, and he was late on it. How about a changeup inside?
Hey, 2-way now.
The 0-2 once more. It's in off the
Can't
plate.
quite catch the zone on that
Something to
one.
worry about, too, when you combine a high
Now the
pitch
call is
count.
for a slider, and I'm going to give him one right about there. Inside corner on a lefty.
Hit on the ground out for
And
short.
that's not a strikeout,
On
but
the second
we get the out and we
the
get
side
the
is
inning.
retired. So no runs here
Still,
on a base hit, no errors, and
5-0
1 man left
here,
aboard.
going
To
into the bottom of the
inning
fourth.
number 4 we go. Digging in to try it again.
204 with 2 RBIs on the season. That's not terrible for a pitcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Marcus Stroman. Not sure why he didn't start the game, honestly, but here we find ourselves.
Swing line.
And that
That's gonna be trouble.
is going to get down into the gap. Jason's going for 2.
Hard. He's digging for second.
They're going to hold him up at 2, and probably the right decision because he would have been nailed, but heck yeah, pitcher doubles. Everybody loves the pitcher doubles.
But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Now batting, right fielder, Ruhi.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Good pitch right here.
No one
Let's
out
go,
with a
bud.
runner at second. Shin high fastball that time. Ball
Okay,
3.
3-1 count.
Hey, no outs here.
Come on, big guy. Get the pitch, huh?
Just behind the
3-2
fastball
count.
there. 2 strikes now.
They got 3 chances to drive Jason home here.
Get a fastball. Those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And for that matter, they got the chance to,
This is pulled into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Oh, and the throw back in is
wild
a
pitch,
one.
so Jason scoots up to
However, the
third on that
baseman's
one. He
able to
might
run
even
it
get
down.
himself a run here.
All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors.
I don't care about the Giants. Who are you talking about?
Stepping into the box, Jamie Gutierrez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you
2-2
what,
count.
grab the cheap ribby when it's there.
Oh yeah.
Ball middle of the diamond.
Liner straight up the middle. Jason comes home to score, make it 6-0. And Gutierrez got himself an RBI. Not a bad day. Remains 6-0 going into the top of the 5th, so nothing else happened in that inning, but hey, you can't say no to 2 doubles.
Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time
Or
they
rather,
get something going. And the last thing
us
you
seeing
wanna do is fall
a double,
behind and
a
have to score a bunch.
fly out, a productive out, and a single.
Expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Stratton hasn't had his best stuff.
That one's straight up the middle, so Chad Pinder gets himself a base hit.
This afternoon.
It's the third so far that Jason has given up.
On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough
Put a
go.
man on
It goes to
first
show
with
you
1
why
away.
everybody's
No
so
1 away,
enamored
excuse
with
me.
velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate, and you don't get that solid home.
And that's a ground over to Mark Madsen.
You're not spotting up.
Can't turn 2 on that one. Smallwood got down the line, or Dalton Pompey got down the line awful fast, but that's still an out. Trade an out. Trade men on first for 1 out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
2-seamer inside, 96 miles an hour.
Strike 1.
Jason feeling it here today. Taps the changeup. What are we thinking? Showtime slider? Not going to put any showtime on it, I guess. And I didn't need to, because he goes reaching for that one, and that will be strikeout number 5 and number 9, 96 on the year, or on his career.
Hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much.
I'll bring up Austin Slater to pinch hit for Marcus Stroman.
Magic here is he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Slater.
And we'll see what he's got.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
And here's a
Slider right on the corner, a little generous maybe.
That one too much, but it's 0-1. The average coming in 257, 9 homers and 38 runs batted in.
Swats that one, make it 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late.
Hey, we got
that
2.
breaking
2
ball,
down.
the pitch before that heater right there,
drive it deep, big
definitely
guy. Here
threw
we
his
go.
timing off.
Here it comes.
Give him a cutter up and in.
And he fouls
Taps
this
that
off.
one, and I think he was late on that as well.
Oh, big guy, sear this one.
Cutter high outside corner, swings and misses.
Strike 3 and the
Goodness
side is retired.
gracious, Jason is getting some good strikeouts today.
Giants leave 1.
But more
They still
importantly,
find themselves down
That's
6-0.
number 6 on the day, which puts him at 997. All of a sudden, this is looking a lot more reasonable. And that'll bring Jason back up in the bottom of the 5th to bat. 2 for 2 on the day. Hell, he's, you know, halfway to the cycle at this rate.
Fastball well off the plate inside.
Got a single, got a double. All he needs is that home run and a triple. Which, let's not get crazy here.
Fastball taken a little under the
Top of the
letters, called
zone.
a strike.
Nice spot for that fastball.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
1-1. Hit hard to short.
And that is just going to be a routine ground out, and that'll end the inning.
As the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of
Gotta work on that.
6-0.
Got to work on those hitting
Now back to the
stats some more.
leadoff spot from the
But that
Giants
will
lineup.
bring Randy
Stepping
Guillen
forward,
back up to the
Randy
plate.
And Dan Heath, his fellow top of the order hitters, haven't really offered much help for this lineup.
So we'll try change up
Your
first
1, 2,
pitch.
3 guys
Swings and
you look
misses.
to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been
Curveball
up to
down
the
is the
task so
call.
far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
A ball
No
and a strike for the
swing.
Giants leadoff
Put it
man.
about where I wanted it, but no bite.
Go, right here.
Try a change up in.
And this is taken for a
Gets
ball
called
strike.
for
Oh, that's a
strike
tough
1.
call. Now
Or strike
1
2.
and 2.
Calls for a slider down and away.
One pitch, right here.
That's all been off speed so far, so I'm going to give him a fastball up and in.
Fly ball right down
Yanks
the line
it to the
and
left field, foul
But this'll
ground,
land
and that'll be
untouched.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting a guy and letting him get on first base.
swing and a miss.
And a
Hey
good
now.
bite to that slider as he swings through it
What are
for
we
the first
thinking?
out of the inning.
Out number
So another
9,
exceptional
98.
effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category.
Joe Panic here.
Panic 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The second baseman,
First
Joe
pitch coming. Here it is.
Panic.
Two seam up and in, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him.
Try a cutter,
He's got
same
the utmost
spot.
confidence in his ability to work back into
No
the
swing.
something over the heart of the plate.
Count now a ball and a strike.
Give him a
Now
curveball
pitch
next.
on the way. And he gets
Taps
a
it
piece of here,
into
but it's
Cam
chopped
Gallagher's
foul.
business.
Yeah, we got 1.
Change up down and away.
Is looking
No
for
swing.
ball number 2.
Let's get cheeky here. Let's give him the good old Ant special. Top of the zone, curveball. Made it just for you.
Doesn't get the zone, count
And the
3.
ump.
We still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front.
Well, he certainly got credit for that one, and I don't feel like he deserved it.
And he
But that's strikeout number 8 on the day, and that's number 999 in his career.
What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to
That
drive
brings
in.
up Vincent O in the top of the 6th with 2 out here in Chase Field.
Vincent. Oh.
Into the box now, Vincent O. As he takes a cold strike at the knee.
Two-seamer,
It's 0-1.
outside corner.
He's hitless in his
Strike
2 at-bats
one.
so far.
Two-seamer down for ball
That time, but
1.
ruled a ball, 1-1.
Down now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
See it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Try the same spot per Gallagher's instructions.
A ball
Fouls
and 2
that
strikes
one
now.
off. He was late on it.
Plays it first here.
Give him a cutter up and in.
Fly ball out to
Pop fly to right field.
Is under it. No
And that'll
with
put
this
him
one.
away.
The inning is over.
So we're still 1 away here, but it looks like Jason might have a chance to come out here for another inning. He's only had 80 pitches through 6 innings, so he's got the chance. All I'm saying is that he's got a chance.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting.
I'll bring up Travis Shaw here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle.
Two-seamer
It's
up
time to
and
get some
in
base runners
to the lefty.
and hopefully
Strike
a long
1
ball to
called.
Get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike.
Good spot on that one, too.
Into the windup.
Two-seamer down.
1.
That one gets swatted past Marcus Lamb, or Morris Lamb at first. So that'll be a base hit for Travis Shaw here. 4th hit on the day for the Giants staff.
Stepping into the box, Christopher Smallwood. No hits in 2 trips.
The lineup, excuse me. Staff usually refers to the pitching group, the bullpen.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double.
For some
play
reason,
right here. Let's
the
execute a good pitch down and away.
dudes in the field and at the
Get a
plate
ground
aren't
ball and
considered
rely
a
on your
staff, they're
defense.
just dudes.
Hey, no one down here.
1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken.
Okay,
for a ball.
curveball gets no swing.
Shaw
Let's try a
on at
cutter
first.
up and in again.
Nobody out.
Come on now, one time right here.
He taps that one.
Let her rip right here. We need you.
I'm ready for it, man. Give it to me. Change up, low and away. Christopher Smallwood
He punches out another one, make it 9 for the
swings and
ball game.
misses.
And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I didn't think we were going to get 9 strikeouts in one game, considering the rate Jason's been racking them up recently, but nonetheless, he hits the mark. He's at 1,000 strikeouts, K1000 today.
1 for 2.
And that's something he can feel really good about tonight.
Hey, infield, knock it down.
Here's strike 2 is the
Strikeout
slider
number
hits the
2, or
outside
strike
corner.
2 there.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Cutter down and in. That's grounded over to short. Nice double play ball. Oh, yeah.
Double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over.
Keeping them working out here.
In the bag. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. Arizona's on.
You got to imagine
6-0.
that there's not much chance of a comeback at this rate, at least.
And they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
So we'll find out if Jason can get out here and get another completo here. He's almost certainly not going to get a Maddox,
Pitched very effectively in this one.
just because he's already at 90 pitches and he's got 6 outs to
And now a
collect.
pitch hit sharply on the ground.
Early on that
This'll be a
cutter.
foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. As we head into the later innings,
Try a change up, down, and away.
Say that both starters have given their teams a great
Taps
chance
that.
to win here today.
You know what they say, Dan? The way to get to the big leagues from an offensive standpoint, you better be able to hit that fastball. And this power pitcher missed over the heart of the plate consistently. On the flip side, the finesse guy was on point.
You know, this was like watching one of those days when Tommy John used to have that real good sinker ball. A guy like Frank Tanana. You don't have to throw 95 to 100 to get big league hitters out. As we saw in this one here, if you can finesse and move the ball in and out, you can win at the big league level.
All right, let's try a curveball. And he just watches that one go. So why not? Let's just add one more. K1001.
Figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League.
Change up on the corner for strike one.
Hey, play the first. Play the first.
Try a two-seamer down. Tapped early for strike two. No, he was very late on that one. Excuse me. Two-seamer up and in. No swing. 17,000. We thank you for your attendance today at Chase Field.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
2-2 count here.
This is every manager's dream spot right now. You're one out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better.
Oh, Blue, come on.
At the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now. One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat. Is this count now?
All right. Well, they had a couple good at bats today that made Jason pitch a lot. He might have the gas to go into the 8th. Through the 8th, maybe into the 9th, but I wouldn't expect him to go all the way tonight. That's 2 outs finally. 4 outs to go. We'll go ahead and add another pinch hitter to the stat sheet. Give him Cecil Lyon.
Here you go, guys. Yeah, you can do it. No one better.
No idea who this is. Two-seamer up. Strike one.
He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. And
Swats that one. It's 0-2. Try a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. Thanks for playing. Strikeout 1002.
Giants down in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip.
And they're going to put Bryce Harper into the pitcher spot, so Jason's day is in fact done. But it's hard to say that he didn't give his team the very best possible outcome today. Held him scoreless through 8, collected 11 strikeouts on the day, and collected his 1,000th career strikeout. Let's go. Well, Jason's had better performances than this one, but not many. Jason pitched for 8 innings, allowed 4 hits but no runs, collected 11 strikeouts, and got his 1,000th career strikeout. He goes to 15-1 on the year. He goes to 74-40 in his career. His ERA is down to 1.93. His FIP is at 2.26, and his xFIP is at 2.80. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.